Hello everyone. Oop. Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Firesource Rex. This is going to be a pretty different video. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but hey, we're going to do it anyways. Welcome to the update video, the first video of 2026. This is I don't know what this is. So this is basically going to be a video where I just kind of talk about some stuff. It's different than what my content is normally, but it's something that I feel like I have to get out of my head and just explain myself, I guess. Now, I don't know exactly how long this video will take. The time down below will say how long this video takes, but I want to talk about just pretty much everything that happened on the channel. Pretty much just how last year went and some updates to the channel that I'm going to make just to make things a little easier, not just for myself but for you guys as well. And I also want to talk about if I'm going to be able to keep going with the channel, because believe it or not, a lot of people around this time usually drop out of YouTube, like smaller channels. I've seen it happen before. And I get why. It's kind of stressful, to be honest with you, having to stick to a different schedule and all that stuff. But I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that part a little later. What we're going to do in this video is split things into 3 parts. With the first part being how 2025 went and how my first full year of experience on YouTube went, pretty much. The second part is going to be the updates and some changes, just a few changes I'm going to be making to the channel. And then the third part is going to be basically if I'm willing to keep going or not. So yeah, I guess let's just start with part 1. So I wanted to kind of talk about my little experiences on, I guess, on this year and how it went. So 2025 was a very, very interesting year, for me at least. Pretty much I just stopped and started on a lot of different stuff. I was able to get a whole new setup in 2025 just so I can, record better graphics on videos and stuff and just make things a little bit more smooth for you guys. It's also strange. The YouTube is very, very strange when it comes to small channels like myself. I know for a fact I'm not going to be going up there going toe-to-toe with some of the bigger channels, like for example maybe like Preston Plays or 8-Bit Ryan or Yub or Vernius or any of those other big channels. I don't think I'm ever going to get toe-to-toe with them, which is honestly fine. Which is honestly fine, because the first year, because my first instinct was to just try it out and have some fun. And well, I have been having a lot of fun, especially this year. I've made a lot of videos this year. In fact, I think it was like during the summer I started thinking about recording at least 3 times every week. And because I did that actually opened up a whole other world of possibilities for me. Basically, I can just get done with a lot of games faster and be able to get some more videos out for you guys and see if you guys like it. I was very, especially during when I didn't have that many videos out. What was it, like the second video I did on Shadow Generations? It was the last time I checked, it was like, it stopped at like 21 views, which is pretty normal. Which is pretty normal. I'll have you know. And then it bumped up to almost 500 views, and I was just like, what? At first I thought it was just kind of like a fake until I like bots or something like that, or one dude using the same account 300 times. But then I started to realize that most of those views, a lot of people just click off of, because either, and I do this a lot too, either I accidentally click on a video and then I immediately click off the video, or I try to watch a video, give it like a few minutes maybe, and if I seem interested, then I'll watch the whole thing. But I've noticed that a lot of people seem to like quit out during like the first 30 seconds of the video, which is kind of sad, but honestly I get it. I wouldn't want to listen to me either, but I do anyways. As for my experience of my first year, I think I did pretty darn good. Like, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think I did all right. Yeah, and so far this year has been pretty good to me, especially when I started doing a little bit more of some longer videos. I think like the only really long videos I did were, what was it? It was the Kirby, recently Kirby Air Riders, finishing that up. I also did Kirby and the Forgotten Land DLC, as well as crap, what was that game? Fever Me. That was the one. When I started to do those long form videos, I started getting a little bit more into the hundreds when it comes to views, and that actually made me feel pretty good. Makes me feel a little bit more important, you know? I still find it funny though that the one video that has the most amount of views is the joke video that I did on Smash Brothers. Like, well, it was when what was it called? Oh, I stopped playing the game. Or the video ends when I stop having fun. And to be honest with you, I was kind of hoping I would run into a Ness. Like no joke, I was actually trying to look for a Ness, and then I realized I don't like playing against Zero Suit Samus all that much. So yeah, there's your excuse. But I find it funny that that video alone has the most amount of views, and it's also like the most popular on my channel. As I don't think I have the most popular on the actual channel page, but I can tell you that is literally the most popular video on my channel if it ever comes to it. And that was literally just a joke video. It was something because things were getting closer to Christmas and all that stuff. I was mainly just doing it so I can, you know, go Christmas shopping, because I always do. Usually I'd always go Christmas shopping with either my mom or my dad, but here recently I actually moved houses. I finally got out of my mom's attic, and now I'm just by myself, so now I got to make my own time for some of that stuff. And that's pretty much where that video came in. It was just something I could quickly do, just to entertain you guys, I guess. And I guess it worked, since it got, I don't know, like 3K views or something like that. Honestly, it belongs in a short. It doesn't really belong in a video part of it, but I guess it kind of works as a video. There was also that time with my friend Metro Shark when we were playing Peak. That actually, for the first time, actually did pretty well as well. Yeah, overall, I think this year it was pretty chill. I had a pretty good schedule going. I have a pretty good schedule going, and even with everything that happened in like the last, I don't know, like 6 months, it honestly went pretty well. Usually when people start their like little journey on YouTube, they usually have like their main job, which I'll let you guys know, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm actually just doing it for the heck of it. But usually people will struggle with stuff like this, especially when it comes to like their actual real life job. I've had pretty good luck so far balancing both my job and then just making videos for you guys. And I think that schedule is probably going to stick for as long as it needs to be. Either I quit my current job and find another job that makes my schedule a little bit more complicated, or I started getting paid off of YouTube and then I quit my job, which honestly, it'd be nice to have, but I don't think I'm going to reach that for like the next 3 years. But yeah, that's been balancing out pretty good, and yeah, just overall my schedule for making these videos for you guys is pretty good. I will say that it is pretty good. It's pretty good. So overall, the first year on just being on YouTube in general, it was good. Honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. I don't think I can change it. I don't even think I could change a thing if I can change a thing. That made no sense whatsoever. That literally made no sense whatsoever. Alright, let's move on to the next part. So the second part is updates and changes that I want to make to the channel, which is probably going to be the only update and change that I'm going to make to the channel. Probably. It's most likely going to be the only set of changes I'm going to be making to the channel. So one of the updates that I do want to make to the channel is the channel name. I've noticed some of my friends were actually asking me, "Hey, I heard you got a YouTube channel or whatever. What's your name?" I always say, well, it's Firesaurus Rex 500, and they get so confused. They're like, "Sorry, what did you say?" Firesaurus Rex 500. Firesaurus. How do you spell it? Oh my gosh. And I've also noticed that with not just my friends and my family that's been asking me about that, but I've also been noticing that on YouTube as well. Like, it's not just my channel, it's like mainly other channels. Like, a lot of people most of the time have struggled with other channel names as well. It's like, "Hey, have you checked out this channel?" Or, "Hey, this guy's pretty funny, you should check out him on this channel," or something like that. And sometimes they either mispronounce the name and it doesn't bring it up, or they try to search for the name and YouTube just doesn't want to work and it doesn't pop up for some reason, which has happened to me plenty of times before. I try to look up someone on YouTube and it never worked. It never worked whatsoever. So I kind of want to change the name to be something simpler. And I actually thought about this for a while now. I just wanted to change the name in general, but I didn't know when would be the right time, and just when would be the right time. And I guess now would be as good as time as any to change it, right? So I thought long and hard about this, and I was just looking around, and mainly I was just looking around my different accounts that I have, and just like, maybe I should just pick a name off of this. And then one day I was playing Roblox, which, yes, I do play Roblox. I play a lot of like different multiplayer games. I think that's pretty much like the only type of games I have on my computer. But then I looked at Roblox and I realized my Roblox name, which is just Firerex. And I thought to myself, maybe that could work. And honestly, it could work, since my name is just Firesaurus Rex. Just shorten it down a bit to Firerex. It's perfect. I mean, it's literally perfect. You can't say it's not. So I want to officially announce that later today, the channel is going to be switching from Firesaurus Rex 500 into just Firerex. This is how it's going to be spelled. Okay, so get your pens, get your papers, and write this down, because this is how I'm going to spell it, and this is how it's going to stay for probably the next rest of the time I'm doing this on YouTube. Okay, for the rest of the time I'm on YouTube, this is what it's going to be. All right. There's not going to be any change to this name whatsoever. This is the only change I'm going to make to this name. There's also a few changes that I wanted to do as well. I really wanted to play a lot more multiplayer games on just with my friends in general. Which, to be honest, I don't think I have that many friends, and the ones I do, I just never talk to anymore. Because either I literally forgot about them, or we just never hanged out that much to know each other a little bit more. But Joe is kind of a little bit of a, kind of like that phrase, like I don't really know him that much, but we still play together from time to time. Like he's usually busy doing other stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Metro Shark, on the other hand, he's usually there all the time. I just never really have the courage to just ask anybody. I'm like Courage the cowardly dog. Like I think I'm ready to ask or to do whatever it is I'm doing, and then I just chicken out the last minute, which it's a bad lifestyle. Don't ever do that with your friends. So I think what I'm going to do for this year, and maybe even moving forward, is I'm not just going to play multiplayer games with my friends, but I'm also planning on just playing more Steam games in general, because there are a lot of different Steam games. Like I even have some that I haven't played yet. I can see it on my computer. But no, don't get me wrong. This channel is mainly going to be focusing on console games like Nintendo or Xbox. In fact, I don't even have an Xbox anymore. I don't even know where my 360 is at. In fact, most Xbox games are on Steam. Now that I realize that. So just more games on Steam. Like I said, this game is mainly going to be focusing on like Nintendo stuff and stuff I can mostly play with a console, because well, I am mostly a console kid. I'm like 20 years old, but I'm pretty much just a lot of console stuff. I'm going to be, it's just going to be more console stuff. But I am open to more Steam games. I just gotta hunt them down and find them. I also do kind of want to be open to suggestions on different games too. And it could be anything. I might not, most likely, I might not play the games that people suggest to me, but I'm open to it either way. If I know the games, like for example, maybe like Helldivers, something like that. It's an M-rated game. Alright, I mostly try to stay away from M-rated games, but Helldivers is one of the few, very, very few exceptions that I have, because there's like no cursing whatsoever, which I absolutely love about a game when it just doesn't curse, which is mostly why I play Nintendo games in general. If they do curse, it's just gotta be a little bit that I can withstand. Like I don't think I can play like the Dying Light series, because oh my gosh, they curse like crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. That and maybe like Call of Duty could be pretty good. Call of Duty is also one of those games. It's an M-rated game, but I feel like it's okay in my books if you do it right, I guess. But like games like Helldivers, you're just fighting bugs, zombies, and clankers. So like there's really nothing else going on other than you just beating the crud out of them. But it's also one of those games that I can either play solo or with friends, which is really good. It's something like Poppy Playtime is a hit and miss. I already played chapter 1, which was already pretty scary. But that was also just on my Switch too, and there was nothing really scary about it. But I bet you if I was on mouse and keyboard, I would have been shaking in my boots. Like, especially in the later chapters where things start to take a turn for the worse. Those later chapters, I know I'm gonna have to be careful about if any of you guys want to see me play that, which I know most of you probably will. Games like that, it's a hit and miss. Okay, like God of War, it could be all right. I mean, I can see myself playing that. Poppy Playtime is a hit and miss, as well as certain M-rated games. Games like Doom, there is no chance that I'm ever going to play that. Alright, because like, I don't mind watching it, but since like watching it, you can just click off at any time. If you're making a video on Doom, it's like you just have to play it. There's no backing out of that. But I don't think I'm ever going to play a game like Doom. All right, for one, it's a little too graphic for me, for my innocent eyes, as well as I don't really necessarily know if there's a lot of cursing in that or not. But if there is, it's most likely going to be a lot since it is an M-rated game. But some games like that just don't really sit right with me. So I might not play all of the games that you suggest to me, but I might play some. All right, and that's pretty much some of the changes I kind of want to make to the channel, is that I want to be a little bit more open to Steam games, a lot more than what I have been doing. And that's kind of all the little changes and stuff. Well, no, there is one more change that I was thinking about, but I don't know if I'm going to do that change yet. In fact, I don't even know where he's at. I hired this little dude to help me with some of my videos, but I have not seen him in months. Like he came in on the first month and then just disappeared, and I have not seen him since. I have no idea where he's at. I might have to look back in some of my older videos, see if he's popping up anywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much all like the updates and the changes that I want to make. So I guess, yeah, that's all the changes and updates that I want to make that I can think of. So on to the last part. The last part I want to talk about. Can I and will I be able to continue down this content path on YouTube? I thought about this before. Like, there's been a few times that I kind of got stressed because I felt like I needed to make a video. In fact, I've seen plenty of what, if you guys don't know this YouTuber 8-Bit Ryan, he does a lot of work into making those videos. In fact, I remember when he did a video pretty much every single day. Like, I could tell it was weighing him down a little bit, just that kind of like stress. He even said in a few of his just like sitting down and chatting kind of videos that he gets his brother to sometimes edit the videos for him. I don't necessarily need help because there's not a lot of things I want to edit. It's mainly just jump cuts, as you can see in some of my videos. But the times that I do edit, it does take a lot of your time. especially when like you have plans to go do something else. It just takes up time, and it kind of puts more stress on you, especially if you're on a pretty tight schedule. Like I do some of my videos ahead of time, so like the schedule that I'm doing is a video Saturday, a video Tuesday, and a video Thursday. What I do is that I record the video on Saturday and edit the video on Saturday, and there's your Saturday video. During the week, I record a video on Sunday, edit on Monday after work, and if I have time, record that video. If I have time, I will record a video for Thursday, and while that Tuesday video is getting uploaded. So it kind of depends. Sometimes I'll spend one day editing and posting, and then the next recording, or sometimes I'll do the editing, then another recording. It kind of takes a little bit more time off your hands than what you wanted to, which I can see now that I've been doing it for the past year that I've been doing it, and I can see the stress and how it's going to affect everything in the future. So I kept asking myself, am I even going to be able to do this for, like, I don't know, 50 years if I even do that? At the current pace that I'm going at right now, there's not a lot on my plate. Like, I'm like 20 years old, I'm single, so I don't necessarily need to worry about anything else other than like family gatherings or parties or just hanging out in general. I don't really necessarily need to worry about that because I can set that schedule and kind of rework my schedule a little bit and just, do it from there, and that usually works out. So at the current pace that I'm at and how things have been going so far, I'm going to keep making videos for you guys for as long as I can. If I come across the same question again, I'll let you guys know. I might give it, like, I don't know, a couple more years to see how it works, maybe even like 4 years, and see how the progression is going, and seeing if I get more stress on this or less stress. But yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna stay. Like I said at the beginning, there are a lot of people that, especially smaller YouTubers, that quit out like the second chance that they get. Like they'll try for at least 6 months, and most of the time they don't keep going because it mostly causes too much stress. I've seen this before. I've been on YouTube long enough and seen smaller channels disappear way too often. It could also be because sometimes those channels also get banned as well, and once that video's been banned, I never see the guy or gal again. Like some people will just give up, and as of right now, I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to make videos for you guys until it becomes my job, and then I have to force myself into quit my other job and all that stuff. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, right now it's just good old-fashioned YouTube with not much really going on, and in fact, that's kind of like my main goal for this channel. Is just to sit back have fun, maybe get a few laughs in or two, and kind of turn back into the older side of YouTube where everything was just simple. Like no crazy edits, maybe a few edits here and there, but just like more gameplay than skipping 15 minutes and then you're just like, how did you get there type of video. I want to focus more on the older side of YouTube where things were just simple. Sure, I may cut a big portion out of the video and then you're just like, how the heck did you get there kind of thing. But it's kind of making me go a little bit over towards the modern stuff. But like I said, it's keeping more of the simple part in it, getting more gameplay out of one area. And since you're already seen this big area multiple times, you don't necessarily need. Think of like The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, right? We cross Hyrule several times. Unless something funny happens or something exciting happens, then that's the thing you'll see throughout Hyrule. But just going from, say, Gerudo Town to Kakariko Village, nobody really wants to see that long gameplay unless they're forced to see it on like a live stream or something like that. Nobody really wants to see that stuff, which I get. Some parts like that I usually cut out anyways. Like for example, Metroid Prime 4, that big desert area, you've seen plenty of it already. It's not that big of an area anyways. So unless something exciting or interesting happens, I just skip over it type thing. Something similar to that. Really, if I can just get a laugh or two out of the video, that's enough to keep me going. Alright? Just a simple laugh or maybe a like here and there. Like I'm not really. I know it sounds like I'm pushing the like and subscribe type of bit in my videos, which is why I started saying if you want to. Because believe it or not, God gave us free will to pretty much do whatever we want. So that's when I started saying it's your choice if you want to like and subscribe or not. If you do either one, I really do appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. It feels good when you get at least one like on your video. It feels pretty good. But as long as I can get a laugh or just something like an excitement, like wow, this is so cool, the type of thing, that's enough to keep me going. I really don't want to change that. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna stay on YouTube for quite a while longer and just see how things progress. Because I'm still very, very early in the YouTube career, but if I even make this a career, I don't know. It's by the sounds of it, it sounds like I might make this a career, but I'm still learning on the video part and the editing. I'm also still learning about the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff, and I haven't even gotten any requests about putting ads in my videos on YouTube yet. So pretty much any video I make is just going to be adless. It's probably better for you guys anyway, so you don't see like 20 different ads in one sitting. Am I right? And I think that's it. There's not anything else I was going to talk about. I guess we could do a bit of a recap, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little recap. So on the part one on how things have been so far. So far, it's been alright. Part two on the updates and changes. Like I said, later today, the name of the channel is going to be switching from Fire Source Rex into just Fire Rex to make it simpler for you guys and for me as well. Honestly, Fire Source Firesaurus Rex, especially when you say it faster, it's almost a tongue twister. And part 3 on if I'm gonna keep going. Heck yeah, definitely I'm gonna keep going until I decide enough is enough. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about this brand new year of 2026 and just how things are going to be moving forward. If you've made it this far in the video, congratulations. Here's a cookie. And for those of you that just skipped all the way to the freaking end of the video, I know you guys are out there. There is no hiding it. I know most of you are just going to skip to the end of the video and be like, oh yeah, I watched the entire thing. No. Go back. Go back to the beginning of the video, watch the entire thing, and then maybe I'll consider giving you a cookie. Okay? What are you still sitting there for? Go back to the end of the video. I said... I don't know what came over him. Sorry about that. So yeah, this was very, very awkward for me because I'm usually just sitting down with some gameplay and talking, but just sitting in front of a blank monitor. In fact, my screen's actually dark for some reason. I don't know why. It usually doesn't do that. Yeah, just sitting in front of just looking at my background on my computer and just talking. I mean, that's kind of weird, to be honest with you. I think I should put like some Subway Surfers in the bottom right corner or something just to get you guys hooked up on this video. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you guys, thanks for tuning in and listening to me ramble on about, my thoughts and updates about everything that's been happening with me and the channel recently. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening to me just ramble on about my business, and I will see you all in the next video, and look forward to 2026 with you guys. Take care, everyone, and God bless you guys.